Mm. Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Great to see you. First of all, I would like to share my screen. So, can everyone see the slide?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, good. Um, Actually, there is a quick icebreaker to get our brains moving. Um, so I'm going to show you the Mentimeter on the screen. Hmm, where is it? Yep, here. Share. So can you see the fast creative leader works here?
Yes.
Okay. So please take out your phone and scan the QR code. Yes. So this Mentimeter link is in, yeah, helps us answer the question. You can input something like, what's your method to engage online learners? You can input as many, like maybe three answers for me, each of you. Yeah, I think all of you had experienced the COVID and had engagement with online learners before. Oh, the method. Um, uh, I wonder what it is. Oh, do a survey. Communication. I just wonder what kind of communication. Oh, you can do a quiz. Oh, breakout rooms for small group discussion. Oh, great. Yes, those activities are very engaging. I've tried all of them before, but I think I used to be a primary school teacher before, but I think the most challenging part for my students are the breakout rooms because they have technical issues. Sometimes they might press the wrong button and they got off the breakout rooms that panic to me. Okay, so there's another question. Um, okay, let's go to question two. Yeah, I think you have to scan again. Tell me two things that describe your biggest online teaching pain point, which means the challenge you face when you go online teaching. Sleepy students. So are they not supposed to be sleepy in classroom? Yeah, I guess maybe their home is too comfortable. Yeah, keeping them stay focused. I agree. Teacher have to talk more. Mm, yes, maybe because you're in control. You're in control of the lesson. Yeah, it seems like you have to do more preparation other than talk. No interaction in person. Yes, even you ask them to do something, they can choose not to reply you without any consequence. Um, so how about have all of you input the information? I'm waiting for one more. reply. Yeah, cameras off. Yes, it's sometimes it's very hard to convince students to show their face, especially for the teenagers. Yes, great, thank you. Um, yeah. So you're naming the everyday challenges we see in Adequate School, like cameras off. Uh, uh, Sometimes we face students with mixed level, and we have to face the long silences. So today we will tackle that with the two approaches designed for interactions, which is TBL and CLT, which means task-based learning. And can you tell me what a CLT means?
Communicative language teaching.
Yes, that's your strength. So go, thank you. Okay. Um, by the end of this session, you will define pathway learning and communicative learning, language teaching in plain language, and know when to use each of them, and apply them in Zoom through chat first and whiteboard supported techniques. And we can design a mini task together so that you could run for tomorrow and check your understanding with a quick true or false quiz. And we're going to plan one action for your next class. So here's the structure. First, we will go through some short theory as a revision. So followed by demonstration, we will talk about two scenarios. Um, and after that, we will design something on the spot and then check your knowledge. We have some sharing and and some wrap up. So as for a, we're going to design a chat, a conversational activity for students. Um, we'll keep this practical. By the end, you will have a mini task ready to test in your class. You type your design into the Zoom chat or on somewhere on the interactive board. I think you're going to type it in the Google Doc, yeah, collaboratively. I'll fit it in onto the. I'll fit it. I'll show it. I'll display it so that we can see clearly and give feedback. I'll keep this tight so we can make, test, and talk. So to easier understanding the terms, task-based learning means learning by doing. Communicative language teaching means learners use language to get things done. It emphasizes on meaning and interaction, um, especially for task-based learning. We give a realistic task and let the need to communicate drive the language. The task comes first. Language focus follows. Um, as for CLT, um, it keeps on spotlight on meaning and interaction. Learners use language to get things done. Accuracy matters. Fluency and successful communication matter first. So, why it work? In life, we don't say, today I'll deploy the present perfect tense, but we will arrange rosters, fix problems, order food, ask for help. Um, and TBL and CLT mirrors that reality. When the purpose is real, motivation increases. And there's a role shift. Um, in a teacher-centered model, in the past, we talk, they copy. In TBL CLT class, we set the scene, we scaffold and step back for learners. Learners negotiate, design, and they speak more. We listen for teachable moments, then spotlight useful language. To be more inclusive for different types of learners with mixed levels, That's the reality in our ethical school. So TBL and CLT are inclusive by design. Our A2 learners can use simple phrases. Um, Level B1 and B2 can elaborate. The same task let everyone contribute. Culture becomes a resource, but not a barrier. As for Zoom-specific adaptations, because this is Zoom, we lean on chat and reactions instead of walking around. You'll spot ideas in the chat. I'll lift them onto Microsoft Whiteboard under clear headings. We'll use waterfall chat to get simultaneous input. We can also use emojis for quick checks. This is how we keep momentum in an online room. So there's okay. Have you got the model? Okay. Instead of more explanation, let's see this in action. So here's a scenario you can all imagine. You are international students living in Sydney. It's the night before a major assignment deadline, and your internet suddenly stops working. So you need to contact your internet provider to report the issue and request urgent support. Step one is setting the background. You have a real and urgent problem. Step two is setting the task. One of you will play the customer and one of you will play the service agent. The customer must describe the issue and ask for help. And the agent must ask questions and explain what happens next. Let's try a quick role play. Um, Maybe I'll get someone be someone to be the agent, someone to be the customer who wants to be the agent and who wants to be the customer. How about Shogo? Can you be the agent?
Sure.
Yeah, and Huang, you're the customer. All right, let's begin.
I'm sorry to hear that. Can I have your name and account number, please?
Yes, my name is Huang, and my account number is 12345.
Thank you. Can you tell me when this problem started?
It happened last night. I was working on an assignment, and suddenly the connection drops.
I see. Have you tried restarting your modem or router?
Yes, I switched it up again and off and gone again, but it still doesn't work.
Okay. Are the lights on your modem showing any red signals?
Yes, the internet line is red.
All right. It looks like a service issue in your area. I can send a technician tomorrow morning. Would that work for you?
Yes, please. That would be very helpful.
Great. The technician will arrive between 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. Is there anything else I can help you with today?
No, that's all. Thank you very much for your help.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thank
Oh,
you.
great. Oh, thank you. Um, can you see what happened? The task itself generated some language. I didn't start with a grammar lecture about polite request. The need to complete the task pushed me to say things like, I'm having trouble with my connection, or could you send someone tomorrow? Language was driven by need. The learning began with the task. This is the heart of TBL and CLT. Um, what language did you hear that helped the customer be polite and clear? So um, can you type three words or phrases in the chat? Think about what language did you hear that helped the customer that makes it sounds more polite and clear. Or if you don't want to type, just say it aloud. Okay. Oh, yes. Don't forget to say please. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. First, yeah, it makes the instruction clear. Yeah. And some of you may notice that the polite request, could you, as from the customer, would it be possible to do this for me? And there's also the sequencing words. First, then finally, we'll keep this handy for later. Hmm. Okay, let's go to another scenario. Um, so this is so let's so take a look first. Um, how about how about Gordon? Can you be the receptionist?
Oh, of course.
I'll be the patient. Good morning. Okay, you start first.
Yes. Good morning, to Medical Clinic. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'd like to book an appointment with a doctor, please.
Of course. Do you prefer a face-to-face appointment or a telehealth consultation?
I think telehealth would be easier for me. Are there any times available today or tomorrow?
Okay, let me check. We have one appointment today at 4:30 and another tomorrow at 10 a.m. Which one would you like?
Um, Tomorrow at 10 a.m., please.
Sure. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Yes, my name is Ken, and my date of birth is 5th of September 2000.
Thank you. Do you have a Medicare card or private health insurance?
I don't have Medicare, but I have private insurance. Could you tell me the fee for a standard consultation?
Yes. The standard consultation is $80. You will receive a receipt to claim with your insurer.
Oh, all right, that's fine. Receptionist.
Oh, great. I've booked your telehealth appointment for tomorrow at 10. The doctor will call you on Zoom. Please make sure you are online 5 minutes early.
Perfect. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. We will send a confirmation email today. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, that's all. Thanks again.
Have a good day.
Okay. So let's stop for a quick debrief. The first question, what is strong about this task? So maybe, so what do you think what is strong about this task, the strength of this activity? Gordon, just now, what do you think?
I think the conversation is very authentic, very useful for the daily life situation.
Yeah, sure. Right. So maybe things like it feels real is a useful language and the roles are clear. Yes, those are good points. Now the second question, where might learners struggle? What could be the struggle? How about Huang, you've been teaching constructing conversation with your students. What might be the struggles facing these conversations?
Uh, I think maybe some students may not be familiar with all the
Yeah, you're right.
like cultural or actual real life elements of the
Yeah.
task.
Do you think they ever heard about telepath that yeah,
Yeah, so I think some of them, like if they are from different country, they may not know
yeah.
Medicare or like even maybe never use private insurance.
Yeah. They don't
So
even
the
know how the
concepts,
Medicare works. Yeah,
yeah, so
yeah.
they need those concepts maybe hard.
Hmm. Okay. So, can you tell me what is the tip? What is one tip to make it more inclusive? Anyone? Gordon, what do you think?
In uh, Let me see. Given the language level they possess, I suggest learners compose a role play according to their level.
Yeah, we might maybe as for our B2 learners, it might be fine for if it is for an A1 learner, it may not work for them. Nice. Things like giving sentence starters, showing simple chart, or letting them type the role play first, and all simple, but they make they can make a big difference. Let's go to the last scenario. Um, so the background, you live in a shared house. The electricity bill is higher than expected, and you need to agree how to split it fairly and set a plan to reduce usage. Emotions could run very high. Okay, so so maybe among the housemates they have to hold a short house meeting. They have to decide three things: one, a fair split for the current bill; two, choose concrete ways to lower the next bill; and three, who will pay and by when. So here are the prompts. Housemate A says, the bill is higher than the last time. Do we look at usage? Housemate B says, I was away for a week. Could we split proportionately? And housemate C says, let's set a rule for heaters um, after 10 p.m. Okay, there are some useful language frames. For example, how about what if you want to disagree politely, I can say, I see your point, but I'm not sure that's fair because if we try to agree and close, okay, let's settle on something. We agree to do something by now. Differentiation of the roles. The proposer would say, too expensive. I paid this much. You paid that much. Turn off heater. And the challenger would say, could we split by days at home? I was away for 5 days. And the timekeeper may say, given the variance in usage, would a proportional model feel fair to everyone? So there's a quick simulation here. Um, so um, so that's one design here. Maybe you three be the housemates. Shogo, you're housemate A. Gordon, you're B. Huang, you're C. Okay, let's begin.
Hi everyone. The new electricity bill just came in. It's really high this time.
Oh no! How much is it?
It's $320 for the month.
That's more than double last time. Why is it so high?
I was away for a week, so I don't think I should pay the same as everyone.
Yeah, that's fair. Maybe we can split it based on the days at home.
See?
That could work. Or maybe just share equally to keep it simple.
Equal split feels a bit unfair this month.
What if we did proportional this time but equal from next month?
I like that, and we should try to cut usage.
Good idea. Maybe no heaters after 10 p.m.
A. A.
Oh, and we should turn off lights in the kitchen when no one's there.
All right, so here's the plan. This month we split by days at home. Next month we go back to equal and new rule, no heaters after 10 p.m. Everyone agrees?
Yes, agree.
Yes, agree.
Perfect. I'll write on the fridge.
Wow, this just sounds like the real situation. Yeah, I think it is. Um, so what made this conversation communicative? So what language emerged? Put spotlight afterwards. So, yeah, let's think about it. What made it communicative? What makes people communicative?
Oh, I think they had to solve a real problem.
Yeah, that's why they do this.
And
And
also, I think the golden, like the student B, like the person B, has some reasons, why he didn't want to pay equally. And,
yeah,
we kind of have to compromise to each other.
yeah, it's about fairness. Yeah. So it's like everyone gave opinions and negotiated, and there wasn't one right answer. They had to decide together. Yeah, that's what's happening. So, what language emerged that we could spotlight afterwards? About so I mean the the specific language we can use for this conversation. Some key languages.
Making requests like how about or what
Yes,
about?
yes,
I see your points, but
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's agree to, and that's fair. That's unfair. Do we split by days at home? Yeah, like that. Now, there's a design sprint. I'm going to share this link. Oh, okay. I'm going to send this link to your chat room. So everyone go to this link so that we can design things and type things together on this page. Um, oh, so look at the chat room. And I'm going to share this. Yes. This time we are going to design our own task. I will suggest a scenario. Um, you have to think about a scenario. For example, asking for directions, buying a train ticket online, or even group project meeting. Okay. Um, okay, scenario where the patient requests a telepath consultation. Go to practice making responding to the telephone request in a healthcare context. But that was done. So that was the example of what we did. So we have the consequent context. What is the context about? The task, what we do, what do we need to do? Book a telepath consultation and the report. Okay. Um, yeah, the patient successfully booked a telepath appointment for 10 a.m. tomorrow. Okay. Agree to pay $80. And the language focus is to teach students about polite requests. I would like to, could you tell me? So offering, choosing options. Do you prefer, yeah, confirming arrangements, this kind of language? And we also have some functional vocabulary for this under this theme: appointment, consultation, Medicare, etc., etc. Um, so there are some useful language regarding opening greeting, requesting, checking availability, confirming details, discussing calls, final confirmation. Okay, so this conversation follow a clear structure with polite and formal language appropriate for a clinic setting. Both sides use clarifying questions um, that would make such a call in real life and consider which phrases they may find most useful. Now we have only less than 10 minutes. So let's think about a scenario. We try to complete it in about 5 minutes. Yeah. How about okay, Gordon, can you suggest a scenario for us?
yeah, sure. How about ordering food in a cafe near campus?
All right. Okay, then you can type this down. So ordering food in a campus. So now everyone can discuss and type together. Now think about the goal and the three useful language you can try.
Uh, Great. Oh,
Yeah, that's a good context. Wow, looks like you're pretty much done. So do you need to change anything?
yeah.
Um,
I think it's fine, right?
okay, yeah, you look like an excellent team of members, and yeah, you can plan things very well. Thank you. Yeah, I can feel that it's going to be an interesting conversation activity for your students. Thank you. Um, let's go. Yeah. Now we are going to have a knowledge tag. Okay, so I have a few questions here. Oh, can you see the questions?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Um, you know how to give a tick or cross? Okay, no one don't understand how to do it. So the first question, if it is true, give a tick. If it is false, give me a cross. In task-based learning, grammar comes first. True or false? Okay, it's false. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Gordon is the only one who used the logo, but fine, that's cool. But I can see what you're doing in the chat room. Um, in communicative language teaching, mistakes are part of learning and discussion. Yes, you are allowed to make mistake. Yes, like this moment, yeah. Because communication is more important than grammatical accuracy. Yeah. Number three, a communicative task must have only one correct answer. Must end with a correct answer only. True. Um, what do you think, Shogo? What you say is not true? Or Huang, can you tell me why it isn't true?
Um,
Uh,
I think, we, of course, there is one correct or one clear purpose, but I think there should be a lot of ways to achieve the purpose. So
Yeah, we
that's
have
why.
flexible ways to achieve the same purpose. Yes. Next, the chat waterfall keeps all learners engaged. So this way is to get simultaneously participation in Zoom. Okay, yes, thank you. And and the next one, posting ideas to whiteboard builds ownership. True, yes, posting ideas. Thank you. Okay. So, can someone tell me which two statements of the training impressed you most and why? How about Gordon?
Um, the point about task coming first impressed me. It's so different from starting with grammar. I like the idea that mistakes are part of learning. It is the pressure of students.
Okay, thanks for those reflections. I love hearing the points that really stayed with you. So, if the idea that tasks come first impressed you, that shows how powerful it is to shift away from grammar drills. That's the heart of TBL. The purpose drives the language. And if the idea that mistakes are part of learning stood out, CLT in action. Learners get more confident when they know mistakes are not failure, but part of communication. So, and if you found scientific starters useful, that highlights inclusively. A small scaffold can make all levels feel free to join in. So, what you've just said links directly back to our goals today: learner-centered practice, engagement, autonomy, and inclusivity. That's why these points are resonated. Look at the screen again. Okay, let's come to the brief. Um, can someone tell me which two statements of the training impressed you most and why?
Um, I think the point about task coming first impressed me. It's so different from starting with grammar. I like the idea that mistakes are part of learning. It takes the pressure off students.
Yeah, thanks for the reflection. And I love hearing which points they really stay with you. So if the idea that task comes first impressed you, that shows how powerful it is to shift away from grammar drills. That's the heart of PBL, and purpose drives the language. If the idea that mistakes are part of learning stood out, that's CLT in action. Learners get more confident when they know mistakes are not failure, but part of communication. And if you found sentence starters useful, that highlights inclusivity. A small scaffold can make all levels feel safe to join in. So what you have just said links directly back to our goals today. Learner-centered practice, engagement, autonomy, and inclusivity. That's why these points are resonated. And and Gordon, do you mind to share a quick example of a TBL and CLT task that worked for you online?
Um, I tried a shopping task with my beginners. They had a list and assist. One student was the shop's assistant. The other was the customer. They had to buy three items and pay. It worked well because they used numbers and simple phrases. Next time, I'll add more polite requests like, could I have, instead of just I want.
Okay, so how about the rest? Do you have an example? That's fine. Okay. Um, I appreciate that for example, especially Gordon, you notice one thing you would change next time. That shows reflection. And reflections is how we keep improving. Your example connects back to what we said earlier. Tasks create natural language, and a small tweak can make them even stronger. And thanks again for adding to our pool of ideas. And there are two more quick shares. What will you borrow from today's scenarios? What can you learn? What will you borrow from today's scenarios to your real situation in teaching?
Uh, our board sentence starters, they help weaker students join in and use the idea of language bank after the task.
Okay. All right. So today, we kept it practical. We defined TBL and CLT in plain language. We modeled an internet support call. We ran two scenario labs. You designed one mini task in chat, and we check understanding with a true or false quiz. Now, you can think about one thing you keep using online. For example, waterfall chat, language bank, sentence starters, decision statements, or the four-part design template. Um, and now, one sentence. What will you try this week? Where in your lesson will it go? So, do you have any ideas what you would like to try this week?
Debbie, I'm sorry, but can you repeat the question, please?
Oh, yeah. So, um, after the discussion today, um, you can think about what would you like to try this week, from some of the elements of our demonstration.
Oh,
What can you do for your lesson?
okay. Thank you. And I understand what you mean. And I think I will probably, make a task so the students can achieve, you know, and the tasks should be have some aims other than language. For example, in the ordering food in the cafe near campus, you have a purpose of doing the things and like purpose of the act. So, I think I need to think about the task and its purpose in my lessons.
Yes, thank you. This is pretty practical. Um, so, and then we have another asynchronous task. to follow. Um, after this workshop, there are two things you have to do. Um, Number one, we have to do a micro teaching video for 5 to 7 minutes. Record yourself running a TBL or CLT task online. Use any platform, for example, Zoom or phone, and upload to our server. And then you can watch one peer video and leave two comments, one praise and one suggestion. And then the second thing, you have to do a lesson plan draft. In the draft, write a short plan using the four-part template as we did before, like scenario, goal, useful language, and sequence. And add a two-line language bank you expect to emerge and upload for peer review. And actually, for this workshop, Cope's experiential cycle ran through our session. You experienced, reflected, and conceptualized and applied. That sequencing is intentional. And there's a term called andragogy. Andragogy principles we used: relevance, immediate application, and self-direction, collaboration, and respect for prior experience. And thank you for your focus and all the smart ideas chat today. I'll export the details of our discussions. And I'm excited to see your mini task in action this week. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, goodbye.